back from that break. The topic on board today is quite interesting, and I know I'm going to get interesting comments from you people on the street. It's Vox First Time, but we're going to ask, do you think the National Road Safety Commission is really working? Do you think so? Well, I keep my answers to myself. Let's listen to the general public on the street. Vox First.
Personally, I think Ghana road safety is not doing that much because we still have increases in road accidents. I don't see their campaigns on TV. I don't see it on radio. And so I think they can do better. They should back up and do better. They should let the road safety campaigns be more on radio. You can have television concepts on road safety. They can go to schools, secondary schools, tertiary institutions, even to offices, just to educate people on road safety. And I think if they should do that, we will feel their impact, and it will impact on the road accident records.
Well, I think they are working well. I'm fine with them. But them, I think it's these people. The people, we are not doing our things well. I can believe some. Look at the road. You can see people walking on the road instead of the pavement. They will not walk on the pavement. They will go on the road and walk. If by mistake any car should hit you right now, what do you think will happen?
Welcome back from that break. Well, interesting views and comments out there. What do you also think? Well, as I said, my view and comments is in my head. Why don't you join me and let's get talking to the National Road Safety Commission. Are they working? Join me, let's go inside and listen for yourself. Let's get going.
The Commission is an agency of state set up by law. It's been in existence since 1999, set up by an act of parliament. Setting up an agency with responsibility to plan, promote, and coordinate activities that are related to road safety. So you have the Commission getting to identify some critical actors within the environment, getting to understand what they do relative to road safety, getting to make inputs in their various activities with the sole aim of ensuring that if you and I got onto the road environment, we can be safe. We have institutions set up for various responsibility. I think that ours is one that has been set up to provide a public duty in the nature of ensuring that all of us get into the road environment and use it safely. We work through a number of institutions. As a coordinating agency, we do not do many of the things that ought to be done ourselves. Indeed, in terms of numbers, I think that we are by far one of the very few proactive agencies of state with very limited numbers. National Road Safety Commission nationwide, you are talking of a staff strength of less than 80. Yes, but we act through a number of our stakeholders. So we have identified what the problem or situation is and how we can confront it. So we have identified our key public sector actors or agencies. So one, in keeping to ensure that the roads are safe, we have the folks who construct the roads. So in that regard, we talk of highway authority, urban roads, feeder roads. We have a set of laws that will ultimately get you and I to conform to a certain behavior. And if we fail, you have the MTTD, getting to ensure that traffic-related laws are obeyed. We do not pray that crashes should occur, but when they happen, what is the level of response to these incidents? So you have institutions like the Ghana Red Cross, the National Ambulance Service, and their likes, helping to manage the post-crash incidents. Of course, we work through a number of NGOs and schools. The vehicle, the driver are a crucial part of what we do. So you have an institution like the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority that has a primary responsibility to ensure that vehicles that get onto the road are in safe condition, drivers are appropriately licensed to drive. So the commission is more or less like, as a coordinating agency, somewhere in between. And we draw these agencies together. We like to work with a lot of data. So on a regular basis, we keep track of what's happening. And as a result of the analysis of these data, we're able to provide some level of direction as to what could be done by one agency or the other. So principally, as a coordinating agency, that is what we do. Oftentimes, some people have a certain impression, maybe it's an opportune time to correct it. The commission is not an agency that does advocacy or education alone. It is just one of the many things that we do. Education is just a minute fraction, but we do a lot of research. Out of this research, we get a better understanding of the issues and influence the relevant agencies on what they can do in order to ensure that we are all safe. As a result of this same data, we monitor trends and make policy proposals. So we go to the minister and say, for instance, that given the number of incidents that are occurring because vehicles, heavy-duty vehicles, get parked by the roadside, the reason being that when they get disabled, we are unable to tow them. We have a responsibility to provide some direction or advice. Out of our research, we are able to today we are able to know which are the most challenging roads to travel on across Ghana. We are able to tell which are the 20 most accident-prone locations in every region of Ghana. Unfortunately, when you have this data and information, many of the problems are not ones that you can fix directly, but you may want to rely on another agency to do. So we do a number of those things of the scene. But what the public get to see more often is getting to talk to road users on maybe how to use the road, how to maintain their vehicles and that sort of engagement. But we do far more than the advocacy and public education.